meaning doesn't mean he's going to stay there for good. Luka's contract is a ticking clock. Last summer, he signed an extension, but he didn't sign some sort of long 5-year extension. He signed a short one, 3 years, about $160 million, and the final year is a player option. So after these next 2 seasons, Luka can opt out as early as 2028 and become a free agent. So read between the lines, guys. Luka signed a short deal on purpose. He's basically telling this front office that you better build me a winner, or in a couple of years, I can walk. And we've all seen this movie before. And Luka's not exactly hiding how he feels about it. In an interview this offseason, he didn't call last season disappointing. He called it bad, straight up. Because imagine being in Luka Doncic's shoes, having one of his best statistical seasons of his career, despite being on a team that wasn't 100% built around him, and then watching your former co-star Jalen Brunson hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy. Luka made it clear, this summer matters more than usual. And he was quoted saying that he wanted a good team and good people on the team. And the one thing he's been asking for since the day he landed in LA is specific. An A-list center. Not a wing, not another guard, a real lob-catching, rim-protecting big man. Dave McMenamin repeated this word for word.
The initial message that Luka gave to the Lakers is, get me an A-list center.
That's the directive. The whole offseason is the Lakers trying to deliver on it. All right, so if Luka Doncic is the foundation, then LeBron James is the elephant in every room in Los Angeles, because for the first time since 2018, LeBron is an unrestricted free agent. He can go literally anywhere. Cleveland, Golden State, he can retire, or he can run it back in LA. Now, this is the emotional story of the entire offseason, because we have to come to grips with the fact that we're watching LeBron James's final years in the NBA. Now, despite all the noise about the Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers homecoming, everybody who actually covers this keeps landing back at the same place. Dave McMenamin says that the Lakers are the leaders in the clubhouse for LeBron if he decides to play a 24th season. But the entire situation comes down to one detail, the money. And the math here is wild, guys. LeBron made $53 million last season. The Warriors, his realistic backup plan, can only offer him about $15 million. So going up the coast to Golden State means swallowing a $37 million pay cut. The Lakers could technically go up to a 3-year, $182 million max, but nobody, and I mean nobody, is expecting the Lakers to offer anywhere close to that. So no matter where LeBron goes, he has to take a massive pay cut. The only question is how big, and whether the Lakers number still feels respectful to LeBron James, or if it feels like a straight up insult to him. And this isn't just chatter, guys, this is already happening behind the scenes. Brian Windhorst reported that the two sides are actively negotiating, going back and forth.
I think LeBron's intention is to play, but right now he's allowed to negotiate with the Lakers and believe they're going back and forth.
Dan Wojcicki reported that if the Lakers can swing trades that send out matching salary before free agency opens, they can even operate over the cap. And going over the cap is what flips on LeBron's bird rights. And bird rights are exactly how you pay a guy closer to what he's actually worth. So the trade talk and the LeBron money, it's the same conversation. And if the two sides hit a wall, Wendy says teams like the Cavaliers would pay attention.
If he is at an impasse with the Lakers and there is no deal there, then I think other teams like the Cavs should stand to attention.
Though the league mostly believes that LeBron is going to end up a Laker again. Publicly, though, his camp is playing it cool. I mean, look at how Rich Paul approached the situation on the Pat McAfee show.
Believe nothing that's out there, because this is going to be a family decision for him.
And don't forget, LeBron's son, Bronny, is already under contract for next year. So my personal read on this is if the Lakers actually make a splash this summer, LeBron looks at this roster and says, I've got one more run in me. And he comes back on a team-friendly deal. But if they bring him the same group plus a couple of veteran minimum guys, then I honestly think he's just going to retire. And the Lakers may secretly prefer that, because freeing up his cap hold would give the Lakers even more flexibility.
2.5 year to bachelor's made more sense than 4 years to bachelor's everywhere else.
ECPI University. Accelerated programs in cybersecurity, engineering technology, and more.
I am a platform engineer. I design architecture for networks. Looking back from where I am now, I would have never thought I would be at this point. ECPI provided all of the necessary components for me to be successful in my field.
Get started today at ecpi.edu.
Now bear in mind, when Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, and LeBron James shared the floor this season, the trio finished in the positive, right around a +9 net rating. But here's the part that nobody talks about. The Lakers were even better with just Luka and Austin out there with no LeBron, a +17. Their two young guards were their best lineup all season. So as weird as this sounds, losing a 41-year-old LeBron James might not be the catastrophe that everyone assumes. Now there is a cute story in this. If LeBron does come back, he's going to bring a friend.
I'm hearing that he's likely coming back. And also I'm hearing that one of his old teammates from Cleveland, Kevin Love, could likely be joining the Lakers too.
Right now, as I'm making this video, LeBron and Kevin Love are literally on a golf trip overseas with the whole 2016 Cleveland championship crew, celebrating the 10-year anniversary of that title. Well, the entire 2016 Cavaliers, minus Kyrie Irving, who is apparently ghosting them for some reason. Now, I'm not going to act like this is the same thing as the Lakers getting Kevin Love 8 years ago. Kevin Love is about to turn 38. He played 37 games off the bench last year. He's probably going to have a Udonis Haslam-like role for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's just going to be a veteran minimum signing just to keep the vibes up. Okay, so LeBron's the emotional story, but he's not even close to the most important decision the Lakers need to make this offseason. That decision has to do with Austin Reeves. And people are very much split on Austin Reeves.
Are they still just the fourth best team in the West?
I think they get worse. Obviously, you're adding more money to the book, so it'll be harder to kind of surround them with the talent necessary to be better.
Here's the situation. Reeves is about to decline his player option and hit free agency, and the Lakers can offer him a 5-year deal worth $241 million. And right now, there's a part from this Athletic article by Sam Amick that has Lakers Twitter going crazy.
I think if Austin gets paid in the kind of way that keeps him in town, then there's not enough money for LeBron to feel respected, and I could see him going up the coast and maybe doing the Warriors.
So everybody's panicking because they believe that if you pay Austin Reeves, you won't be able to pay LeBron. I'm going to put a halt to that rumor because that is not how any of this works. I can understand how that makes sense in our brains, but that's not how this works at all. Reeves has a cap hold of $21 million, and that little accounting trick lets the Lakers spend their full $50 million in cap space on other guys first. And then they can go over the cap to re-sign Austin Reeves using his bird rights. So paying Reeves doesn't literally take money out of LeBron's pocket the way fans think it does. Now, there is a wall here. It's just not what people think it is. And that wall is something that I've repeated multiple times on this channel over the past 2 years. It's called the second apron, and it's basically NBA jail. If you cross it, the league handcuffs you. They freeze your draft picks, you have no flexibility in trades, all of it. Cleveland is over it right now, and their 2033 first-round pick is straight up frozen. And Dave McMenamin explains the biggest problem in all of this. If Reeves takes less than the max, it helps the Lakers dodge those second apron penalties. So, do you see what this means, guys? This entire summer secretly comes down to one decision. How much money Austin Reeves is willing to leave on the table. If he takes the full $241 million, then that gets ugly, and the apron monster is going to come knocking on the Lakers' door. But if he takes a little less, like the $30 to $35 million a year that Jovan Buha keeps projecting, everything opens up. But here's the thing that most Laker fans don't understand. Austin Reeves doesn't even have the leverage to demand the full max. Yeah, he had a rough season against OKC, and the discourse turned on him. Fans were calling him overrated. But if you look at the actual market, at the start of the year, 6 teams had the cap space to throw a bag at him. The Lakers flew very much Trae Young and Anthony Davis. And I know Trae Young just opted out of his player option, but he's expected to re-sign with the Lakers. The expectation is, he may take a meeting or two, but here's the thing, he's going to re-sign with the Lakers, likely on a 3-year, very large contract. The Utah Jazz spent there. The Clippers grabbed Darius Garland. One by one, the teams that could have started a bidding war over Austin Reeves are gone. And pay attention, there's not that many articles that are speculating about Austin Reeves leaving the Lakers anymore, which is a good thing. And it's also the truth. So there's only one team that is expressed to the Los Angeles Lakers. That's the Brooklyn Nets. Dave McMenamin named the Nets as having zero interest, and they've got the cap to offer a 4-year max. Yeah, so the Lakers have to keep a very close eye on the Brooklyn Nets and the Detroit Pistons. But their roster is nowhere near contention right now. So it's not really the biggest threat in the world. You want to stay at Los Angeles Lakers living in sunny LA with one of the most famous famous and likable athletes in Los Angeles is a system that has developed you into the star that you are, but you should be if you just take $30 to $35 million a year to do it. And this is not just the market drying up. McMenamin reported something big. Sources say that Reed's decision will not solely come down to the dollar figure, that there are other factors, including how badly you want to be a Laker for life. And Reed himself said this out loud, saying that doesn't mean I'm trying to get some gigantic number that doesn't make sense. I want to be here and I want to win. This is this to the Lakers here. Now, I'll be real with you. The LA Times reported that he still expected to walk the match. And this is a done deal. But everything's pointing at Austin Reeves leaving a little bit on the table so the Lakers could actually build a roster and go after a championship. So my take is you, of course, bring Austin Reeves back. No question. His total kick will fit next to Luka Doncic. The numbers back it up. The dude averaged 23.3 and 5.5 in the regular season. He's only 27 years old. And he grew up a Lakers fan who said over and over again that he wants to be a Laker for life. Even Rob Pelinka said it.
He started his first year as a Laker and has made it very clear to us that he wants his journey to continue as a Laker.
The Lakers have to be smart about the number because every single dollar is given to Xander, a real center, or whipping. And it all comes back to Austin Reeves. All right, guys. Now here's the fun.
Holy Arnold.
If not, remember it now. It's Shisui of teleportation.
This is dope. They changed. This is dope. They changed the darn dashboard in YouTube to have your estimated revenue per video. Like so when you're scrolling down, it's right there instead of you got to go in.
What it is, brother, it's your boy Little Twist, the one and only.
Look at what Kai.
I word is you won't.
Hello, it's your favorite sports funk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. All right, Joe, according to Mark Spears, Ray Young plans to decline his $49 million player option for the 2026 season.
And Mr. Hastings, thanks for running. Started calling about your past due account. It's very, very important you get your payment in today. You got 7 days, so you're falling over into the pickup bucket. But all right, give us a call back.
And become a free agent on Monday. Washington remains the front runner for the 4-time NBA All-Star as he loves the team and DC, but he still expects multiple team max interest. What do you think? What do you think about? I don't think anybody would try. I mean, 1 year versus opting back in. He can get a 5-year deal. I don't think he don't have bird right, so he just got there. So I don't know. Can they offer him a 5-year deal or is it a 4?
That's what I'm not sure. I think because he's been there, I think he should be able to get a 5-year deal. I'm not sure. What?
Hey, please explain to me.
Say what you just said. He opted out of his play option. How much was his play option?
49 million, like 49
How
million.
you opt out of 49 million?
Because it's 1 year. You don't want to get in for 4 years at 190 million, or 200 million, or 5 years for 250. Basically, he want a new contract.
Okay.
With both and just this one. So and knowing that he's probably gonna get it, you know what I mean? Considering that this is his last year, so he had an option. He opted out so he can restructure and do it and get him a whole new deal. But hey, it's smart. I think it's smart. I think it's smart on his behalf, considering the fact that they're gonna have the #1 pick, which is probably gonna be AJ. So you still got time before you have to pay AJ, and then you can kind of see how this works out.
At least 3 years,
Trey. Yeah, you got Trey, Anthony Davis, and AJ DeBosco. I don't know what people are talking about, man. I feel like Washington, with them 3 dudes alone, plus they got other guys, you know, they got some more talent over there in Washington they can help, but I can see them making the playoffs next year. Okay, Ocho, the Wizards. I can see it.
Half you and Ocho, are they going to keep Anthony Davis? Because I think more teams, he would probably have a high interest from a Golden State or somebody that have championship aspirations.
I'm saying he ain't no free agent.
No. But could you not have capital, or do you want to keep him with Trey Young? Obviously, he can pick and roll, be unbelievable. Him and Trey. Obviously, he can pick and pop. Obviously, he can roll. Great lob threat. He's got a nice mid-range game. Play outstanding defense. You're gonna need that because Trey is a little undersized. He's at a disadvantage. We understand that. So the question is, does he have more valuable to Washington, or would he have more valuable to somewhere else where you can get draft capital for it?
Man, I think if I'm Washington, I gotta at least try it out for a year, okay, Ocho. I mean, considering the fact that you got a nice big who you can play next to him. What's the big they got over there? The big fella. I think he was like #2 in the draft.
Star? You talking about Star?
Yeah. You got him, and he made leaps and bounds last year. So I think he'll be even better going into his 3rd season. But I just think, man, they got enough talent over there so they can make some noise in the Eastern Conference. I don't want to see these guys. Like for instance, I don't want to see Giannis in the Western Conference. I don't. I really don't. No, I don't.
Why not, Joe?
Because the West is such a gauntlet. Ocho, man, it's so they stack, and they not only are they top heavy, but the teams that's in the middle and at the bottom, they gonna continue to get better. I just feel like it's gonna be such a dog fight over there, and kind of like how Minnesota and San Antonio and OKC, how they beat each other up to the finals. Like, I just feel like if he stayed in the Eastern Conference, you have a better chance. That's just me. I feel like you got a better chance of making it to the finals. The East it ain't really top heavy. It's got a few good teams. Obviously, the Knicks. You know, you want to Boston to be good, especially if they get Giannis. And then you send JB to Atlanta. We gonna be probably 3rd best team in the Eastern Conference, baby.
Alex Sarr, that's his name. Alex Sarr. He's a freshman.
Yeah.
Alex Sarr.
They got some talent. They Washington got some talent, man. I'm telling you.
Okay. So the question is, how many more years do you think he have on his contract? Because he's probably gonna be looking for a new deal. Ocho and Iso.
He got to show us something. I mean, can he come at the camp and shake?
Yeah, I can come in shape, but I feel more comfortable coming in shape with a new 3-4 year deal.
Hey, hold on, huh? Hey, Joe, hold on. But that's availability. Young boy hurt every year. What we're talking about, he has to do 3-4 deal. Can we stay healthy for a season? Can you give us 70 games? You ain't got to give us 80. Can you give us 70?
That's what I'm saying. But you couldn't report it, though. He's not happy being there. Y'all heard the report. I ain't breaking no dudes, anybody.
But he don't even know, though.
I do know. I don't want to be in D.C. They haven't won this thing since 78, 79. You got a good team. They got a decent team, right? You can feel better Golden State. How about this? We get y'all our first round pick and Jimmy Butler. Y'all give us AD.
Man, they got Jimmy Butler got an ACL.
Nah. ain't going. We ain't going. But look, if you're gonna pay Trey, man, you can't have that man out there trying to figure it out by himself. He needs to invest himself over there too.
And you got stars.
Yeah, he needs to be right.
Then we coming off 8.
He don't care. He don't care. He want us. He want all them to see. He want Bron and AD and all them to
Well, sure, the reports talk about it, but the reports look like LeBron are going back to LA.
Yeah?
I don't know.
How they gonna do that? How they gonna pay Reed and Pitt? How they gonna pay Bron a respectable number that he's looking to play on and pay Austin Reed? So Austin Reed is gonna take a pay cut just to keep the band together.
I don't see Austin Reed taking no pay cut. Me neither. He turned out an extension this past offseason to get to this point.
Hey, Brian took a pay cut.
Every year he's averaged more points than the previous year. He's not going to take what they got to do. He knows there are other teams out there that what they give him for his max extension.
Watson took a pay cut.
So what they got to do with me? If I'm AR, I'm like, what they got to do with me?
Win or not?
Man, I'm trying to get this money on. Hey, you talking about? Am I trying to win? I'm trying to secure the bag. What you mean? But here's the thing. The problem that you have with that is that you got to. And you're going to tell the client no, because what you do is that you suppress the market. Remember how many people they Tom Brady was another one. Because what happened in New England? If Tom Brady only making $10 million, I'm a 10-time All-Pro. How can I pay you more than Tom Brady? Quarterback, look at him. How are we going to pay you more than that? He's the best quarterback in the game. Right. So this is why baseball players, and a lot of times basketball players, you can play against it like Jalen Brown. But most of the time, they won't let you do it. Because they want that thing to keep climbing. Keep climbing. And the only way you keep it climbing is you don't give guys a discount. The same reason, the TV contract. CBS lost their deal because they're like, you know what? We want to pay you a little less money. And Jerry Jones said, whoa. We understand y'all been in this thing for 50 years. But you know what? There's that new network, and they only got the Simpsons and Living Color and News. They wouldn't give us that.
That's Fox.
And what happened? So they don't cut it. Now, they might cut you a little discount if you go in. They still got, 3+? They got 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. They still got 5 years on the deal. They say, you know what? Give us a little bump in pay, make it right, put that thing, add a little 5 years to it. We might shut y'all a little $200 million a year off. Yeah. Probably not, because guess what? This is right there in the clip. They really got to look at that bird, baby. They wait. So, what are you going to do? Well, I mean, if you like, some major network is going to lose their TV rights because they don't have Netflix money. They don't have Amazon money. Right? The NFL might be hesitant to give Amazon Thursday night package candidate, but for the right price,
it is impossible.
But I know Netflix coming. Netflix is coming.
Oh yeah. One thing about it, Joe, boy, everything's for sale, boy. I don't know what it is. Everything got a price tag, man.
Hey, everything can be bought to damn show be sold. If it's not even NFL team, well, that damn show sell the right to the highest bidder.
Come on, man.
Yep. And Netflix probably looking to get in their live sports and all that. When you become a real network, you gotta have live on there. Why do you think they pay them? The Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Why do you think they keep having these live events? They don't understand it. The movies are great. Take the bit for great. They do great job with movies and documentaries and all that. Unbelievable. But live events is where it's at.
Oh yeah.
And they understand that. The same thing with Paramount. What do? They got the UFC. I'm just saying. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna happen. You gotta lock in, so man.
You ready for this to happen?
important to us. And right now, what's important to Blake is not getting in trouble with his dad. Well, good news is if you have accident forgiveness from Allstate, your auto rate will go up just because of an accident. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Sometimes you have to include collectible things that feature your thing. So you build a camera and you put your thing on other things.
Oh, that's a fun thing.
Camera with the limits and things.
Hey guys, it's your favorite uncle. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Turn for the force, stay for the story. According to ESPN's Mike Wright, the Spurs are committed to De'Aaron Fox. The Spurs remain committed to Fox as their franchise starting point guard. One roster is essentially playing on one leg doesn't change that. The 4-year, $229 million contract extension Fox signed last summer kicks in next summer. So he goes from 37.1 to 49.8. He's scheduled to make $61 million in the final year of the deal in 29-30. He'll be just 32 years of age. It's expected that calls for Harper's camp for a spot in the starting lineup will grow louder and louder going into next season. But it's not an issue San Antonio needs to address right now. Fox's contract won't become a potential eyesore until Wemby's upcoming rookie extension kicks in. And when Spurs are looking next summer to extend Castle on what should be a max deal. Joe, it's a great thing to have young talent. We saw this with OKC. They get Shea done. You get J-Dub done. You get Chet done. But damn. And, okay, you just gave Fox his money. Wemby gonna want his money. Castle gonna want his money. Something you have to do with Harper. You can't have 4 guys on the max contract. I don't give a damn how well.
How many can you
Probably
have?
3 at the 3 at the most. But and then you're gonna end up having to get off one of them. But at the same time, if I'm San Antonio, you kind of ride into Fox, for the next couple of years, because you're going to be able to pay Wemby, you'll be able to pay Castle. But when Harper come up, somebody has got to go. Somebody got to go. It's just period point blank. I'm saying.
Hold on.
You're going to have to pay him max dollars. You can't have 4 max guys on your team, Ojo. Yeah. You'll be in the second tier. You be playing more and put bonus and penalty than you do salaries.
But that means Fox would be going by that time, and you
gotta. But that's what I'm saying. They would have to move off one of them. That's what Joe is saying. They gonna have. You can't have 4. The max you can have is 3. And then when you have 3, because I think OKC is gonna lose Wallace.
He was really giving him some direct orders. So what did he say to Jacob Fox? That's the intriguing part. It sounds like he was telling him to